It makes me so angry when people say, she's not the face of the league. Really? Then who is? Because what I'm about to tell you will shock you. The WNBA's biggest rookie, Caitlin Clark, has been helping a veteran player in a way no one expected. And it reveals a whole new reality in women's basketball. It makes me so annoyed when people say, she's not the face of the league. Who else would it be? What if I told you that the WNBA's biggest rookie star, Caitlin Clark, has been helping a veteran player with money? You would think it's something strange, but it's not what you imagine, and the truth shows a surprising change in the world of professional basketball. People think Caitlin Clark is the highest paid player, but her rookie contract says something different. Her teammate on the Indiana Fever, Sophie Cunningham, who has played 7 years in the league, actually makes more base salary. Sophie signed a one-year $100,000 deal for 2025 because of her experience. Clark, being a rookie, is still on a much smaller rookie-scale contract. So how is the league's biggest star helping Sophie financially? The answer has nothing to do with their WNBA paychecks. The real money Caitlin Clark earns comes from huge companies. She has made a fortune from giant endorsement deals. Her massive 8-year $28 million Nike contract is just the start. She also has deals with Gatorade, State Farm, and Wilson. Because of these partnerships, she is one of the highest-paid female athletes in the world. And her off-court money is far bigger than her league salary. But Clark's financial power goes beyond her own income. Her arrival in the WNBA created a giant economic wave across the entire league. The Caitlin Clark effect: stadiums are selling out. TV ratings are breaking records. Media rights deals are rising fast. All of this new money helps every player and pushes the league to raise salaries in the next agreement. Sophie Cunningham is one of the players who benefits from the attention Clark brings. In the middle of all this, Sophie has become one of Clark's loudest defenders. When people criticized other players for being rough on Clark, Sophie always stood up for her, on the court, in interviews, and on her podcast. She even said people who deny Clark is the face of the league are dumb as hell. Her loyalty has been strong, and people have noticed. Because she supports Clark, Sophie's public image has grown quickly. Her social media numbers shot up, and she got at least 7 new endorsement deals that make more money than her WNBA salary. She even started her own podcast with a big sports media network. This made people wonder if her protective role was more than just being a good teammate. Some experts say this is a smart career move. By becoming the protector of the league's biggest star, she created a strong personal brand. Fans love it, brands love it, and it helps her look valuable as she enters free agency, where teams pay attention not only to stats, but also to personality and marketability. Now the shocking part: Sophie has basically confirmed the financial strategy behind her actions. She knows Caitlin Clark is the WNBA's top asset, and protecting her is good business. The huge money Clark brings into the league helps every player earn more through better contracts, bigger endorsement offers, and higher salary caps. So by supporting Clark, Sophie is also supporting her own financial future. So even though Clark isn't giving Sophie money directly, the financial help is real. Sophie's honesty reveals a bigger truth about the WNBA today. One superstar can financially lift an entire league. Smart veterans know that staying close to that superstar is an investment in their own careers. The game is changing, and Sophie is playing it very well. The difference between Clark's rookie contract and Sophie's veteran salary shows the reality of women's professional basketball. WNBA base salaries are still limited by the current contracts and how the league earns money. Clark's rookie pay is around $76,000, while Sophie makes $100,000 as a veteran. But this salary story is only a small part of what modern players earn. Clark shows how female athletes can now make huge money through fame and endorsements. Her Nike deal alone pays her about $3.5 million per year, nearly 46 times her league salary. This shows how the sports world is changing. Big stars can use their popularity, social media, and cultural impact to earn far more off the court than on it. With Gatorade, Wilson, and State Farm also behind her, Clark now stands among the top-earning female athletes in the world. The Caitlin Clark effect happens on many levels. First, it boosts ticket sales, TV ratings, and merchandise. Games with the Indiana Fever now sell out arenas that struggled before. Second, it raises the value of media rights, which helps all teams through shared revenue. Third, it gives the players' union more bargaining power to ask for higher salaries and better deals in the future. Sophie's role as Clark's defender is a perfect example of modern athlete branding. Players are now seen as brands, not just players. Sophie has created a clear identity: the loyal veteran protector, the strong voice defending the brightest star. This makes her stand out in a crowded sports world. It brings media attention, builds narratives, and opens doors for endorsements. Her podcast comments weren't just emotional, they were smart content that created hype and visibility. Every time she defends Clark, she gains more attention online, which increases her value to sponsors. The most interesting part is that Sophie isn't hiding the business side of this relationship. She openly admits that it makes financial sense. This honesty reflects a new era where athletes are comfortable talking about the business behind sports. The old days of pretending everything was only about team spirit are fading. Today's athletes understand they are running their own businesses, and strategic relationships are part of that. This situation shows how women's professional basketball is changing. For years, the WNBA didn't have big TV deals, huge audiences, or major money. Players often had to play overseas just to earn enough. But stars like Clark are changing everything. The league is becoming a place where players can build rich careers, not just with salaries but with sponsorships and public attention. This change also affects relationships between players. When one superstar can impact everyone's income, everything shifts. Supporting that star becomes smart financial behavior. As Sophie enters free agency, her alliance with Clark gives her real negotiating power. Teams will look at her not just for her game performance, but also for her leadership, her media presence, and her ability to help manage team dynamics around a superstar. These things now matter as much as points and rebounds. Her recent endorsement success also shows future teams that she brings commercial value. This story also reflects a big change in how women athletes talk about money. In the past, people criticized women for being too focused on business. But now, the new generation is pushing back. Male athletes have always been praised for their business decisions. Sophie's openness about her financial strategy is part of a new, confident approach. She isn't apologizing for making smart choices, she's embracing it. The Caitlin Clark's Sophie Cunningham story shows the new rules for success in women's sports. Performance is important, but so are branding, strategy, and honest business decisions. For the WNBA, this change opens major opportunities.